The senior pastor of Awaiting the Second Coming of Jesus Christ Ministry, Adewale Giwa, has claimed that the Chinese medical team that arrived in Nigeria came to treat politicians in the presidential villa, Abuja. Giwa revealed it in a statement on Thursday, according to Daily Post. He said that those Chinese doctors only came to examine their general health status since they can no longer travel to the United Kingdom. He also called for the removal of 5G cables in Nigeria. A 15-member medical team from China arrived in Nigeria through the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The team was received by the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Dr. Zhou Pingjian, Executive Director, China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, Mr. Jacques Liao, and senior Nigerian government officials. The medical team is expected to support the local health workers to tackle the coronavirus outbreak in Nigeria. The citizens of the country and Nigerian Medical Association (NMA) had rejected plans by the federal government to invite the Chinese medical team to help Nigeria in a fight against the deadly coronavirus. Pastor Giwa said it would be extremely difficult for reasonable Nigerians to trust the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari and the All Progressive Congress Party, having disappointed the confidence Nigerians had put in them. He said, under this administration, we have read how gorillas swallowed over $19,000. We have also witnessed how they miraculously shared billions of naira to poor Nigerians. This is highly disgusting and internationally embarrassing. Now, they are claiming they invited Chinese doctors to treat Nigerians. Who are the Nigerians? I challenge them to mention their names. We shouldn't allow ourselves to be fooled anymore. The United Kingdom they normally run to is no longer safe, so they decided to find another opportunity to invite Chinese medical experts to check their health status. Coronavirus disease has further opened ways for them to steal our money. You ask millions of Nigerians to stay at homes without providing them relief packages. Tell me how someone who relies on a transportation business to feed his family to survive, how can market women and men cope? I want to use this medium to also urge President Buhari to uninstall any cable relating to 5G in Nigeria. You can't deny millions of Nigerians their right and as well planning to kill them untimely. This is not going to work as God liveth. Hmm. Wow. Yes, like we always say, if there's vacuum of information, definitely something must fill it up. The pastor is revealing the reason why these Chinese people, came to Nigeria. Of course, everybody, has been uh, angry about that. Everybody's not happy about it. And like a Nigerian Medical Association said that it seems the federal government has an agenda. They didn't discuss with the stakeholders. They didn't discuss with anybody. They had already finalized all the arrangements. And that is why people will continue to suspect them. People will continue to suspect them. The people who are supposed to be informed, who they are supposed to discuss with, they didn't do it. And they just came all of a sudden. They had already, finalized all the arrangements. And that's why those ones are saying, no, we cannot allow that. How do you do such a thing for you to carry them along? For you not to have carried them along. And some people would say, oh, it does not matter. There's an hidden agenda which might not be visible to a lot of people, but those who are bold, they will just quickly say it. No, if not because of what, why are you guys, trying to be secretive? Why are you trying to be secretive? And, for them to just come out arrogantly and be saying there's nothing they can do about it, no, or there's no going back, they've already invited them, you say you are ruling people, you say you work together, to carry body along, but you don't want to discuss anything with people. The so-called people you claim that they voted you in, you don't want to listen to them. Nigerians have said, oh, we don't want them, we don't want them, but they said no, they have to bring him, but when it comes to issues that we really affect, we benefit the masses, they don't stand their ground that we have to do this. Of course, would you, if not because something is fishy somewhere, why would they be doing all of those things? Well, just like the pastor has said, he is entitled to his opinion. Everyone every other people or every other person is entitled to his or her opinion as well. And let's see how everything will continue to unfold day in, day out. Of course, they've told us that the Chinese, the doctors, they've been isolated, and the NMA, Nigerian Medical Association, said that the federal government said that these people will be spending 1 month, and out of the 1 month they are spending already 14 days again. They will be in isolation for 14 days. Then what is the job done? At the end of the day, I don't know whether it is the CCECC that is sponsoring them, or they are the one that is taking care of the whole thing, because before you know it, the federal government will be telling you they have spent billions, billions, billions of naira. That is what we are going to be hearing. Because for them to just like, because they knew quite well that Nigerians will not agree. They knew quite well, they know the minds of Nigerians. They know that what they were to do, that Nigerians will not be happy with it, that nowhere many Nigerians will be happy with it. And that was why they didn't want to consult or to carry the people who they are supposed to discuss all of these things with. That's why they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Let's hear what Nigerians are saying. Someone says, thanks for speaking up against our common oppressors, evil politicians. Thank you, great man of God. You have the wisdom of God in you. May the good Lord be with you. This is so-called Buhari. It's more you look, the less you see. Thank you, our great man of God, for saying this. It is the truth. God will help us and will judge all of them. Yes, they came to treat the Kabas and Chinese people of in Nigeria, using our money for themselves. God is watching. Because it's Jubri, that is why he doesn't want Nigerian doctors to know. Um, that is why the Chinese people need to come to Nigeria, because if they want to help us fight coronavirus when our death has not reached 10. You should ask Chris Oyakilome how he got chatting with DSS. So-called pastors are busy in prophesying about people, but none can find solution for COVID-19. Fake pastors that fool everywhere, or that fool the earth. More people should come out and speak like you, not to criticize others over 5G. Wisdom. Wow, I knew the federal government, were up to something when they insisted that the Chinese must come to Nigeria, despite the outcry rejection by the NMA, that is the Nigeria Medical Association, and the general public. Someone say, "Wow, really? How are they expect? How do expect? How do they expect the assistants to cope? Carpenters, welders, um printers, and all of those people, professionals, to cope with this lockdown." I think that's what this person is saying, that how do they want them to cope, just like he said that gorilla has developed whatever to steal money. They will just tell you this and that, like rugged man said that is it not miraculous that within 72 hours they were able to share how many billion naira or trillion naira. But when it comes to election, that they know that the people will be able to choose the right people or the right person, they delay it for over many years. Up till now, some people did not get their voter card up to this moment, and before within 72 hours they were able to share all those money, and they will tell you it has been shared. Somebody was even telling me, in some parts, some area in Lagos, that they just saw some people gathering, whether it is an individual, they said, oh, they were sharing money. And lo and behold, when they got there, people were like, how much were they sharing? 200 naira. And somebody was asking, are you sure 200 naira will be 2,000 or 20,000? 200 naira. And if come and see the way people were even fighting, and they were talking about a social distancing. People were shouting, people were climbing on top of each other, 200 naira. And all this issue of lockdown, I don't even think it's even effective, because people are not even observing it. Like, the pastor said, which everybody knows. They are talking about lockdown, or that you must do this, you must do that. Are they sharing anything? No, they are not sharing anything. They know the people they are sharing it to, and they will come and tell you that, oh, they have given all Nigerians. That is how they are going to end the whole thing. All Nigerians have been giving money and what have you. So it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Someone says, we say no to Chinese medications. They have failed. That is just the truth. It's a confirmation. Majority of the people are really, on the side of the what the pastor has said. And also, for a well-meaning Nigeria, we know that something is behind it, because they just insisted that these people must come. Like, people, why the rush? Why the rush? They know why they are hiding, what they are hiding, and they know what they are up to. But no matter what, they will be disgraced. They will all be disgraced. For as many that have purported come together that say Nigerians and Nigeria will not move forward, they will never go unpunished. They will never go unpunished because, the suffering is just too much. The few ones that would think, oh, they really have oh, you think you are comfortable, but you are surrounded by people who do not have, and that means automatically, because you cannot be looking at people that, oh, that are suffering and you think you are enjoying, because if you don't give them, if you don't have that conscience to even help them, they will come and meet you. This one will call you, this one will call you. You too, you will not be able to have rest of mind. So at the end of the day, everybody is affected in one way or the other. But these people is like they have stony hearts. Their hearts have been hardened, just like a pharaoh. Their hearts are just hardened. They don't even care. They don't even have that conscience. And that's why, once you talk from now to eternity, they don't care. They are not perturbed. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what Pastor Giwa has